Hello and welcome to another video of Eternal Gains. This is the channel where I show you how you grow your stack in the best possible way and how you stay ahead of the curve. Now let's jump right into it. I let my agent trade on Polymarket and the results might surprise you. Stick around until the end and you will find out. To get into it, I will walk you through today full workflow how you can let your agent trade on Polymarket using OpenClawCash. If you haven't seen my previous video, OpenClawCash is a really cool platform, I love it. And they also just introduced a feature where you can create digital invoices and let other agents pay them, everything on-chain, everything autonomously if you want to. Let's jump right into the Polymarket topic today. The first thing what you want to do is sign in or sign up. Of course, I already have an account. I will just pass this here. I will sign in. Now the important part is that we can do it in a secure way. And this is the big difference between like just using the raw API, but this platform allows you to do this safely. Number one, we come to venue and then we have our Polymarket here. This will open this setup guide for you. I haven't done this already. This is the first thing you will see. And it's straightforward. It tells you very clearly what to do. Number one, open Polymarket. I already did that. Now you have to select if you have signed up on Polymarket via email address or via direct wallet. In my case, I did via email address. So now it's asking you to import the private key. Now, of course, this might be a bit scary, but what is important to understand is that this private key only controls one particular address. So it's not the seed phrase, which can control multiple addresses. It's the private key, which only controls one particular wallet. So ideally, you fund your wallet with a certain amount you're willing to play around with, and then you import this key, and this key has only access to those funds. How do we get this private key? It's also straightforward. All you're going to do is on Polymarket, you come here, you go to Builder. This shows you your address, which you have on Polymarket, your internal address, and then you have this tab right here, private key. You do Builder, you create your address, and then you come to private key. It explains you the steps. So that's the first thing what you're going to do is start export. Usually there is like a field where you have to put in your email address and the same email address like from Polymarket, of course. And then it will send you a code. We confirm all of those. We say reveal private key. And now we get this window here. So here's our private key. And that's exactly what we need here. So we go to import. Now I come here to copy. I paste it here. And I say import wallet. Okay, my wallet has been imported. And now this is a really important step. What we need now is our Polymarket account wallet address. If you are interested in the really technical details here, real quick. So Polymarket has two types of wallet. One is the signer wallet and one is the wallet which holds the funds, right? So one wallet controls the other internal wallets on Polymarket. Either way, important is this address right here. So let's get this address, paste it here as our account wallet address. And then we say validate access. So basically it's checking if this private key fits to this wallet here. Looks all good. Let's say next. Now I get a little overview here. I say verify and setup. So what happened now? This is our, as it just said, the signer wallet. And this is our Polymarket account wallet. As you can see, this address is this address and the signer wallet is another address. This is an internal Polymarket thing. You can read up on it, but this is how they do it. Okay. Now we have set up our account and we already can see here that it found our balance. This is exactly the same if we come here to our portfolio and make this viewable. So you see this is the same amount. Collateral is your cash amount right here. So this is the amount you have right now to trade with. It shows us our P&L as well and then active exposure. So this trade is open at the moment. As you can see, this is the one right here, the crude oil one. And it's showing me this one as open and on the buy side, and that's exactly what happened here. How can we let our agent trade on Polymarket for us? Now I pull up our trusted Menos here again. You can do this with OpenClaw or with any other type of agent you want. Now the important part is we need an API key first. So what we're going to do is we create an API key. We call this Poly key. Now what is important is on access. What we have to do is on the venue scope, we have to give it trade and read access, right? You can also do only read, which means it can only pull data, but if you want it to trade as well, you need this one. And then for the boundaries, I haven't showed this yet. It imported now a new wallet, Polymarket Signer, as you can see here. So this was imported through this setup wizard process. So in this case, we only want to allow our agent to have access to this wallet. Chains is okay, doesn't matter. We come down here to our generate key. So now we have the key. Now on Menos, I showed this already in the last video, but if you haven't done so, what you need is the skill to operate this platform. It also works without the skill, but with the skill it's just smoother. So as you can see, I already have the Agent Wallet API. That's exactly the skill from this website. If you don't have it yet, just come on Manage Skills. You say Add a skill, Upload a skill. On this website, if you go to the docs, there is an Agent skill tab, and there's an option to download the skill. So all you're going to do is download the skill. You don't have to unpack it or anything. Just drop the zip file in here, and then it will install the skill for you automatically, and it's here. You see OpenClawCash, Crypto Wallet API for agents. So this is the skill for this website. Okay, I have it already installed. So all I need now is my key, and I tell Menos, please check my current open trades on Polymarket using Agent API skill. Here is the key. So that's all we're going to do. We just gave it the key we just generated, and basically gave now the agent access to our Polymarket integration here. We just make sure everything works. So it should tell us now pretty much the same values which are here. Now this is like if you use it in a new chat, it will always do the setup process here. This is just normal. So now it's checking the wallet. Let's see. So it's giving us the summary. This is the wallet ID, this is the address, 69. This is exactly this one right here. And then we get the exact same value. So this is our currently open position. This is this one, the crude oil. Size tree, average price, current price, and so on and so forth. So our Menos has now access to Polymarket, right? Simple as that. Now in terms of security, the cool feature is now, as you can see, there's a new wallet here now. This was imported. If we go on this one, we come to the governance. What we can do now is we can set up policies here. So we can first of all limit this wallet to a certain feature, let's say. And then we have also this transfer safety, right? So what we could do is max transfer or daily spending limit. So if we set now a spending limit on this particular wallet, what we use for Polymarket, then we could let our bot do whatever it wants. It can never ever trade more than the amount which we hard-coded here, and I think this is a real game changer. So we can let our agent trade and do whatever we want, but we still make sure it will never ever spend more than this particular amount right here. Okay, so much for the safety. So I leave it unguarded for now because, as you can see, it's just a small balance anyway. Now, how can we make some money, right? That's the question. Now we need to make some money. Find us good trade we could take right now on Polymarket with a decent risk to reward ratio. So let him do his thing. Now obviously, again, like I had in my trading video as well, the whole strategy generation and figuring out what strategy you want to trade and whatever, this is a completely different topic. This is not the scope of this video today. Today it's just about the execution part. But basically, I guess you see that this is pretty much limitless now and makes it so much easier. Because all you're gonna do now is, now you play around with your agent, you figure out the strategy, you do whatever you need to do. And then without any extra steps, you immediately are ready to trade your strategy. And I think this is an absolute game changer, and this is so cool. And with the guardrails, you also stay in control and you make sure your agent can never ever do anything stupid or spend more than you wanted to spend or whatever. So now, of course, Menos is doing its thing. It's checking, finding me some decent strategies or some decent trade, what I asked for. Let's see what it comes up with. Oh, interesting. I run a uranium enrichment market. I mean, this is obviously at the current situation. Makes sense. Now let's see, it's checking some other stocks here, silicon data. So basically it is checking now which bets are available on Polymarket and what we could take as a trade. Now let's just give it a second. Yeah, again, it's not Eurovision Song Contest. Basically it's going through certain kind of bets that we could do. Even here you see it, analyze the market. Let's see. I just find it absolutely fascinating, and this is certainly the future. No question about it. And this platform, OpenClawCash, just makes it easier than ever to monitor our agents and to give it the tools it needs to fulfill the task we give it. So, okay. What are the recommendations? Let's see. AI bubble burst by March 31st, 2026, bet no. So that's the recommendation. It says probabilities, current probability 99%. Okay, obviously now we have to work on a strategy. This is definitely a safe bet because it's at 99%, but at the same time there's not much space, not much room for profit. Yeah, but this is up to you guys to figure out a nice strategy. I might make a dedicated video about how to find good strategies with AI for trading and also for prediction markets, but that's not the scope of today. Now, just to see that it works, let's tell it, close my open position on Polymarket. I don't even have to tell it this to use the skill, I guess. It should figure this out by itself. Let's give it a second. So it's exactly my crude oil market. It's up 28%. By the way, this one I have a trading strategy with this with another one, and we figured out this strategy here. Yes, I wanted to sell it. Now I just want to see if everything is as it's supposed to be. Now it says it would execute the sell order. Okay, it says successful. Let's check it out. Amazing. There you go. Position is gone. Now our cash has increased. This should also update here. There you go. 1.87. So it has successfully closed the position. It just needed a little bit a hint here that it has to use a market sell order instead of a limit order. This is a limitation from Polymarket that they enforce on buys and sells sometimes a certain amount of shares. But obviously if you hold already a position, then you should be able to close it regardless. Now let's try the other way around. Find us quickly another bet with favorable odds we can enter right now. In practice, it would look more something like you would develop a strategy first, and then you would tell the agent to follow the strategy strictly. If you have a local OpenClaw, you could just do this with a cron job. So you basically tell it set up a cron job and check every X minutes or hours, and then it would wake up, run the strategy, then wait again, wake up again, then you have a full cycle. And as you can see, it can do both. It can buy and sell. The buy part we're going to do now. But we already saw it could successfully close the position. Now, of course, also it has updated here. Active exposure, all of them are already closed. We don't have any active orders at the moment. Now, there's also sort of a kill switch. If you have an order ID, which is this one here in the front, and for whatever reason you want to close it without your agent, you can just copy this one, paste it here, and then click cancel order, and it will cancel the order for you automatically. This is kill switch. Probably you won't need it much, but it's there. Our agent is doing its thing, taking a bit more time. We're gonna give him the time and see what it comes up with. It found something. Now it will present the information. Great. The recommendation is balance of power 2026 midterms. Bet no on Democrat sweep. Is the price? Let's see. Yeah, this is a bit more balanced here, right? So yes is 46, no is 56. So it's already slightly favored. And the volume is 3.2 million, which is pretty good for Polymarket, which means there's liquidity, which is important, especially if you are trading bigger sizes. Now, of course, for such a small test here, it doesn't really matter. But if you get into bigger amounts, then the volume is definitely important. Place a limit order for this bet. So now I'm instructing the agent to buy us this outcome here. So it says, okay, we bet on no democratic sweep in the midterms. And of course, this is a pretty good risk to reward ratio. I mean, 54 to 46, there's definitely something possible here in terms of profits. Remember, on prediction market, the outcome is always 1. By the time the market resolves, one of the two outcomes is 1 and the other one is 0. So it's binary, basically. And that's also the ones I like the most, because obviously it's basically a 50-50. So there's a lot of room to make some money. He's getting the token ID. That's basically what we need to place the trade. We're buying at 55. Remember, this platform here gives us the execution layer. All the research, strategy, everything is purely in your agent. It has nothing to do with this platform. We'll also not reach this platform in any way, shape or form. This platform is handling for us the execution and the safety of our bot. This is what it's really made for. So now, okay, token ID and so forth. Let's confirm. We tell it can place the trade. Now, of course, if you do an automated strategy, then you would add in your strategy something like don't ask for confirmation, just go ahead and fulfill the trades. Like this, it will not keep asking you all the time. But today this is a quick demo, so we're just gonna go with the flow. You already can see the collateral changed to 22 cents now here as well. There you go. It bought the bet for us. 2026 balance of power, 26 midterms, and we bought the Democrat sweep, and our bet is no. Yep, that's exactly what the bot suggested. We bought no. Price of 55. Our entry price is 55. You can see it here. 3 shares. We bought 3 shares. There you go. So it executed smoothly and cleanly exactly what it came up with. And again, all you need is an API key. And then you can purely focus on the important part, which is the development of the strategy, and let your bot handle the rest. All right, guys, I would really love to hear success stories from you, hear what you do with this app, hear what you do with your bots. Maybe you have any interesting tips or strategies you want to share. Just post them in the comments, and I see you in the next one.